Good morning, Gabrielle. Thank you so much for speaking to me today. I am totally psyched to just have 5 minutes of your time, and I completely appreciate that you're busy, so I'm going to make this as quick as possible. I'm here to invite you on my High on Life Telly Summit, which is screaming out for you to be talking on it. And that is because the message it carries is a complete extension of the guidance and the wisdom that you have shown me over the last 2 years, which have been a complete roller coaster in my life. So the aim of the summit is to reach the thousands of the UK women who are constantly seeking happiness outside of themselves. They're bored in their everyday lives, so they go to the fridge for the comfort. They obsess over men. They have the weekend grams of Coke, the nightly bottle of wine. Whatever the habit, whatever the addiction, their stress and their boredom is driving them to it, and they feel guilty and they want to be healthy because they want to lose weight. They think they're going to find the right man and be happy, but then they keep going back to these quick fixes. So what I'm here to do is wake them up to this high level of consciousness that I've been lucky enough to been riding on for the last 2 years. And basically, I want them to feel happy every day. I want them to know that they can be excited about their future and free from these things and in control. And I want this summit to be huge. I want it to be massive. And with your help, it can be. You know, you say in God is my publicist, you say about the New York Styles magazine article, you said, I want that. And then you got it. And that's how I feel about this. I want you on this summit. I need you on this summit. So let me tell you about myself. My name's Lucy, by the way. And we have a very similar story and background. I, like you, was born into a spiritual family, and I kind of rejected that side to myself, wasn't into it at all, really. And then I was out every night drinking from about the age of 16, and then when I was 19 I went into heavier drugs, class A's, cocaine, and my cocaine habits spiraled out of control so much to the point where in my mid-20s, even my dealers were saying to me, Lucy, you've had enough. And I wanted to stop for years, and I was in these in and out of bad relationships, no respect for myself, and I was just very unhappy, but I didn't know how to get out of it. And then on my 26th birthday, it all changed. I read the book The Secret, and the book triggered this incredible epiphany. I'd been up all night, I was still off my head. It was 3 o'clock in the afternoon the next day, and I knew I wasn't going to sleep, so I started reading this book. And I had this epiphany. It was like this huge wave of positivity came over me. And I suddenly saw things differently for the first time in my life. And so everything had changed from there. I quit Coke. I stopped smoking. And by the end of the year, everything had just kind of subsided. And I had this life of passion and drive, which I'd never had before. So, but then just after I'd read this book, 2 months after, we found out my mother, she had stage 4 lung cancer, and she was given 1 to 2 years to live. And basically I cared for her until she died just last November, just 6 months ago. And the weirdest and most unexpected thing about this was, yes, it was the most devastating, rawest, weirdest, strangest experience I've ever had. But what happened to me was that my inner self was much stronger and much happier. I was still happier in myself than I'd ever been before, in the 15 years before that. So I finally understood that happiness is an inner game. And Gabrielle, it was at this time that I was listening to your meditations, your Witnessing Your Fear meditation particularly. I kept listening to it because it kind of drew some emotion out of me. And, you really guided me through that time. So I'm very, very grateful for that. And so since then, I've been on this mission, this absolute beating drum inside of me to get this message out there to the hundreds of thousands of millions of women who are just bored, just frustrated, and it comes down to their negative thoughts. So this summit, I've got, I want to reach thousands. I want to reach at least 1,000 women with your help. And I've got Jamie Smart, the international best-selling author of the book Clarity. He's speaking, and I've got Lucy Voca, who is the creator of the Soberistas site. I've also got lots of other speakers, so that's in the email that I've sent you. But it's a collaboration, and I'm inviting all the speakers to mail out to their communities, their online communities. So I want to reach as many as I can. And so I want this so much. And if this isn't my time, then I understand, but it bloody well feels like my time. And I do hope you say yes. So help me help others the way you've helped me. I promise you, if you say yes, I will not let you down. And I look forward to your Spirit Junkie masterclass online, and hopefully I can come and see you in September. Mwah. Thank you so much for listening.